Good morning, everybody. It is currently 9:36 in the morning. I've been awake for like an hour now, just making breakfast. So I want to show you guys the finished product of my breakfast. It's not that pretty. Okay, sorry, my hand's in the way. It looks weird, but underneath is oatmeal. So like this is liquidy powdered peanut butter because I wanted it to be like a spread and not so thick. So there's pistachios crunched up on it, some banana, frozen fruit, a little bit of yogurt, and then peanut butter powder. And let me tell you, it is so good. So I'm gonna eat this. I want to go on a run outside today, but like I'm scared because I don't like running in unfamiliar areas outside, so I don't know. I'll see how that goes. I might end up going outside and jump roping, but I'll probably puke up my food on accident because jumping rope after eating is probably not the best thing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and eat breakfast and then I'll get on with the day.
I smell food cooking. Oh, cool. Look at that steam. I need to breathe that in right there. That'll clear my sinuses right out. Whoa. That looks good. Breathe it in.
I hope it's gonna taste good. Because I'm kind of going by a recipe.
You're in like a cooking mood.
I never finished my breakfast.
I smell all kinds of... It's like, I smell these smells in the morning. I'm like, what's going on? Is there a restaurant nearby? Wait, no, it's just Brianna.
I'm recently trying to get back into running because I used to run all the time and I loved it. It made me feel good. But when everyone starts out, they hate it. I'm not kidding you. When you first start out running, you hate it. So I'm in that love it, hate it phase where I'm like, oh, I love it, but then I actually have to go do it and I'm like, oh, I really don't want to. So I got a taste of laziness for a while during the holidays. And I liked that taste of laziness and it felt good, but then seeing all my results that I worked a year and a half at fade away was like, well, you know, now I gotta go another year and a half. And you know how long that's gonna take? A year and a half.
Oh, yeah. Oh gosh. That's gonna take a while. A whole year and a half. Oh boy.
That's a long time.
I know.
And I'm impatient.
I know all about that whole thing. You know, it's just like I like things done right away. I like results right away, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Beautiful day. Just going on a neighborhood walk. Today is Saturday, right? Saturday, January 12th, 2019. See if we can find a giant lizard around here. They gotta be hiding somewhere. Usually start running when you walk by them. They're very jumpy. Oh, I can smell the rubber. It's a rubber mulch.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I can smell the rubber mulch. It's like, you know, tires chopped up, basically. I gotta check the steps. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I just never check them until later.
Don't check them until after.
Yeah, don't check them until after.
Because then you're gonna be like, oh.
I know.
I only got that many steps and it felt like I got this many. Don't do it.
Yeah, so we'll have to check the steps afterwards. I don't know. All right, I was thinking there's some giant lizard following us somewhere. Found some, looks like oranges or whatever they are. Huh. There's no telling what's like growing out here. All kinds of different fruits are growing. Hey, what are you doing? Okay, so we were just picking them. I don't know. It's like we're frugal shoppers. We gotta look. Brianna's really helpful with that. Trying to get the best deal. You know, you gotta always find the best deal because it's not like these days, especially with the cost of living going up. You gotta find the right. I don't know. I think the best place really is Walmart for the lowest prices, right? This is not like sponsored by Walmart. I'm just saying, like, it's just cheaper. I know, actually. Yeah. Those days are long gone. Look at that. Cool.
I got a really good
stuff.
lemon.
All right, so we got some asparagus. Good stuff. And what? This peanut butter. Brianna, you found this. It's not a bad price for that. Always try to find the deals. Find the deals. We gotta get more of this. Brianna, you like this stuff. It's low sodium chicken broth.
I have to cut the watermelon up.
Yeah, so as you see, if I'm gonna eat cereal, it's gonna look like mealworms.
Actually, if I'm gonna eat cereal,
It's gonna look like this right here. See, like a bag of worms. That's about it. That's what I'm gonna eat, really. Oh boy, we got enough avocados because they were like 50 cents an avocado. One of these was 50 cents. You know how much is avocado should be? What, $1 or something?
$1.29.
50 cents because we went to this place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was talking about, we went to this place, Lucky's, I think it was. All these stores are gonna love me. I don't like mentioning their names. It's not even sponsored. Nobody's like, you know what I mean? No sponsored deals here. Those days are over with. Seriously. Hey, the last time we had a sponsor was Canon. They gave us a camera, right? That was a long time ago. That was like the perks of having sponsors. They give you stuff. Like, we don't like get stuff, something like cosmetic wise maybe, or whatever. Or aesthetic wise, or whatever it is. Stuff like that. So, it's fun when that happens. But that's been like over a year, 2 years ago, 3. I don't even remember. But yeah, this is definitely not a sponsor. I just when I find stores that have like these great deals, I just can't help it. It's like, oh my gosh, can't believe it, 50 cents for an avocado, because it's ridiculous. How, I mean, you can spend up to $2 on an avocado, right? Like $1.99 or something. And we love avocados. We eat a lot of them, so that's why we're stocked up. We like those things. They're good. That looks so good. Mmm. Yeah, it's delicious stuff. So stock it up. Gotta do that. Mamma mia.
Hi.
He's like, hello there.
Hi.
Hi, birdie. Hey, birdie.
Yeah,
He doesn't seem to mind too much. Although I don't know what his intentions are. Like, does he want to peck us?
Ooh, I don't know what it smells like poop.
Oh, yeah, probably not a good thing. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, did we step in something?
No, I think it was a bird.
Oh. All right, bird, that stinks. It's friggin' hot out here. I'm working up a sweat just walking. And it's what, 13th of January, 2019, and it feels like summer. You got it. He's trying to do his exercise here.
I swear to God, if he walks by one more time,
What?
he's fucking creepy. Do you not see it?
We got a creepy stalker in the store.
It's an old dude.
Oy vey. Like I said, some of you guys think all this shit's fake. All this stuff, I can't say the other word, but I'm gonna say it. It's not fake, I'm telling you. You get this a lot, it's creepy. Right, so you got stuff here.
Or I wonder if it would work with a 5-pound stay right now.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, it's better. Is that thing made out of metal, this one, or is it plastic? Oh, I was saying it looked like a metal thing.
Wait, if I get a 5-pound, then I can do different things with it. If I get that, I can't do much.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Can I just get one 5-pound?
Alright, this is what we're doing. We're doing that.
I have to carry this back.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Frick.
Then we want to go stop at some of the stores.
They have a
I gotta
waist
get stuffed up
trimmer.
if I have to go back to work. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oy vey.
Yeah, can I get this, please?
Yeah, I got that. It's crazy, huh? Never know what's around here, right?
I know.
Crazy. I guess I'll be on creepy stalker watch now. Watch him walk out of the store, right?
I hope not.
He can walk out.
But it was
He
weird.
said I'll give him the stink eye. You know, the kind of look I give people when they do that kind of stuff.
It made me very uncomfortable.
The whole thing, huh?
He kept staring at me, which is weird.
Yeah, I know. Oy vey.
That's the reason I don't like going outside by myself or going on runs.
Yeah, and this is not clickbait either. This is legit. This is like what happened, really happened in the store.
Well, ever since I almost got kidnapped,
Oh, I know.
I've had a fear of being by myself outside.
Then you see like some creep like that following us around in the store. He literally was like peeking around corners. No joke.
I mean, I'm not dressed provocatively.
No.
I'm in a freaking tank top and shorts. It's not like I'm flaunting my body.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hot outside. Am I supposed to wear a long sleeve shirt and sweatpants?
That's right. What an adventure, huh? It's like with some creep driving by in a car. The creep number 2, right?
It wasn't I don't know if it's a creep, but it's annoying.
Oh, when somebody yells like a specific kind of word at you while we're walking.
I'm serious, guys. It's hot outside. Why is a girl gonna wear a freaking...
I don't see. You look fine dressed. I mean, you don't look like you're.
I don't have my shirt all the
You know
way
what I
up
mean?
here showing my stomach, wearing shorts that are showing my butt.
It's appropriately dressed for the temperature. It's not like it's winter and like 20 degrees outside. Nothing wrong. It's like, I don't know. It's almost at a point where if I would have processed what or heard what was being said while we were walking by, I don't know what would stop me from like grabbing the first rock and throwing it at the car and like my head just turning red and me getting like totally confrontational. It's like I get frustrated because like if somebody's in a car and I'm on my feet, how fast am I gonna run? But if somebody's walking, it's like, okay, is somebody gonna have the gonads to say that while they're walking?
Gonads.
Yeah, are they gonna have the nerve to say that while they're walking?
No.
Because I'll be running. Because nobody's gonna disrespect any of my kids. So it's like...
It's disgusting.
It is.
I was telling my dad, I was saying,
Yeah.
It's people like him that say that women are asking for it when they're not.
Well, they're the ones asking for it from protective dads.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, somebody says the wrong thing in the wrong time in the wrong place. If I would have saw the face, I would remember that face.
I did.
Oh, good, because if you see the face, just remind me. I'll have a conversation with him.
Okay.
About respect. People gotta stop being disrespectful of teenage girls or children or anybody, for that matter.
Women.
With women in general. Anybody. Just don't be disrespectful. It isn't bad if we had to deal with some creep poking around. Oh, I don't know. It's weird. Alright guys, so right now, like I said, Brianna does not have a camera person because they're way up north. So I've been helping her with holding the camera and all that. It's not like Brianna could afford to pay a camera person to do her videos. So I'm doing that for her until he's able to come here for a while. If not, it'll be another time we get to regroup and hang out with them.
Huh?
Ooh, you gotta give him the peanuts. He's hungry.
Yes.
Alright, what is today? Today is, I gotta look at my phone. Sunday, January 13th, 2019, and I still have not slept. Haven't said 2018 yet.
You haven't slept?
I haven't slipped, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, it was like a squirrel.
What?
That one.
I know, it's funny. Alright, I hear the squirrels barking. You hear them barking? They're right there, they're barking in that tree. Hear him? He's right there. That's some nuts. He's just standing there.
I have so many nuts. Do you
felt
want
like a
some?
fire ant just bit me. Like, alright, I felt like something crawled on me and bit me.
We have a sock can of mine.
What do you think it was? You don't think it's that? You don't think it's that like creepy guy from Dollar General?
No, he was a long ways away.
Like I said, that creepy person's following us in the store. Ugh, that bird's just hanging out.
I don't think it was more
Yes.
so following you.
Following you, right? I guess. What a creep. Oy vey.
Tomorrow is... Oh.
Tomorrow will be the 14th of January.
Whoa. That means there's 2 months until my birthday.
Oh my gosh. 2 more months. Yeah. Yeah, think about that. They're in snow and it's like 80 degrees out here and we're walking around a lake. And not even cold. So, nuts. Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of nuts. So that's what's happening. Oh boy.
Like, I'm gonna be holding this container for nothing. Darn it, every time we go to a Publix is after I've eaten a bunch of food.
Oh.
So I want to check my weight.
When are they gonna have any special crackers?
They don't already.
Oh, that sucks then. And there's the wheel. Beautiful out here. Yeah, just stopping over my friends over here. Gonna hang out a little bit. Decided we're gonna do some walking, feed the squirrels, and all that good stuff. Then we're gonna go back, right over to the other place. But yeah, like I said, my friend has a condo over here. We were actually staying at it last time we were here. So, just visiting. We gotta find where those gators are hiding. They're somewhere. They're somewhere. What's going on? Did you hear that? No, we had another encounter in here somewhere. Last time it was a rabbit.
Nah, it's a bird.
A little bunny. Yeah. I'm waiting for the gator. We were bound to see him somewhere. Here's the barking squirrels. Somewhere over here barking.
84 feet, you walk 0.05 miles.
I want to check this tree out. See how the fruits are doing. There's some down here. Look at that. Yeah, the mystery tree. Made it back, head's hurting. Squirrels didn't want to eat anything. They were too busy barking. Like, whatever they do. Oh, what a day. It's time to start cooking. Alright guys, last night I had posted a video on my channel when I had a chance, and I asked Branda to just promote it, provide a link on her community tab so that you guys can find the video, because it's very important stuff that might help save you from some situations that you don't want to be in, and it help educate you. And what happened today is a good example. You know, just being in the store, it had some creep, you know, following us around, looking around a corner. I don't know that I was with Brianna or not, but he was just creeping around. And then the other situation, when walking down the street, when some other situation that was just, if I would have got ear of that, things would have got a little ugly. But that's why it's important that you guys check out that video. And I'll ask Brianna to put it in her vlog here so that you can see it right away instead of trying to find it, because it's very important you guys see that video, plus know more about what's going on with our family dynamics, like, because you guys have a lot of questions and more details about why there's this GoFundMe campaign going on. And just be sure to check that out, or just keep watching here. As beyond this point, I asked Brandon to put it on her channel, so that's what's happening here. How you doing? Just want to touch up on a topic here because I get some comments on the GoFundMe page and some comments that Brianna had noticed on her channel and even on mine. And I'm here to clarify things with you guys so you don't get confused. Because I guess a lot of you guys don't get all notifications about all the videos that we post. Like I post on my channel and the ones that Brianna posts on her channel. So you guys may miss a lot of things that goes on in our lives. And, you know, a lot of questions you guys had, I've answered those. Brianna's answered those before. And now it's a good time to address those questions. So hopefully you guys have a better understanding of what's going on. Because I guess people who don't get notified miss out on things and don't know what's happening. So I'm here to tell you guys, and I've been walking around basically because making sure everything is secured because we're getting ready to go somewhere. And this is a safe community. It's a gated community. Nobody's gonna, like, you know, come in, but still I have that mentality considering where I'm raised, where I'm from. You know, I'm from Jersey, and I'm in an area where, you know, I've had people come to my car and steal my radios out of my car when I was a kid, like a teenager. So that kind of stuff happens a lot, you know, where I'm from. So, you know what I mean? You can't just walk without making sure things are locked and latched and all that good stuff. And I have a concern here right now because I gotta get this fixed. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is like a secondary measure of security here. And the topic I want to talk about right now, guys, all right, what is today? It's still part of it's Saturday, January 12th, 2019, and I haven't slipped yet about like the whole year thing. Surprised I haven't said like 2018. But anyway, I know some of you guys like, oh, you guys, why you have a GoFundMe when you have like all these houses, like you have all these condos and you're just buying houses left and right. And you guys are just like have all this money, and why would you ask for GoFundMe donations for your YouTube channels? And when there's people out there that have like serious things like illnesses and devastation and all that stuff. And what I have to say about that kind of stuff is that it's a YouTube hobby, okay? And we don't put everything out there about our personal lives on YouTube. We have a level of privacy that we maintain by not putting everything out there. I mean, there's families out there that put everything on YouTube so they know everybody's business, they know where they live, they know everything about them, and that's kind of scary, especially when you have young children. You don't need to, you don't need to do that. But some people, I guess, they don't think about that, or maybe they're living in a moment, I'm not sure. But I'm very protective of our privacy, and I'm not going to say where I live. And if we have to keep popping around, going here and there, I'm not going to say, oh, this is my house or this is my friend's house or whatever it is, because I'm protecting our privacy. Nobody needs to know any of that. So people automatically assume that when I'm somewhere, that it's every place I'm at is like another place that I bought. It's another house. It's this, it's that. But I'm basically just being somewhere because of other reasons, work obligations. I work out of town. I got things that I do that require me to relocate. And so then I do that. But I always do things that's in the best interest of my kids. We don't move around all the time to where we're unstable, like environment. Like, we're settled down, okay? We just have places that we go to. And we've moved a couple times, and that's it. We put a break on that, okay? But moving somewhere to get away from somewhere because of situations that involved our privacy being breached, that's for the safety of my kids. To get away from that kind of situation and move somewhere where people, won't harass my kids. That's just the way it is. When you're in a community where you're around a lot of people and your kids are in public school, then they know where they're getting off on the bus and they know where the house is. It's kind of scary because of, like I said, some younger kids just don't know how to protect their privacy. They don't know when to not say things, or they say too much, which can lead the person to their school or to the house or friends or family, whatever it may be. And I'm just very protective. And that's why I don't have the younger kids in our videos. And it's been so long. It's been over a year. I just don't want them in videos. And younger kids grow up and they look different as they grow older. And also the popularity of the channel is taken off over the last, I think 2 years ago it took off. So after that I was like, forget it. You know what? Education is the most important thing. And when I see them get distracted in school because fans are like, oh, I like the videos and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Sorry, but just younger kids are not going to be in the videos. Oh, they'll have video messages and post private videos to friends and family that only friends and family can see, but it's not out there on YouTube for the whole world to see, and that's just the way it's been for over a year now. And, just private messages through the phone, messages to certain friends of mine, and it's always going to be that way. So just because you guys see us in all these houses doesn't mean like I own everything. I have a friend who flips houses, okay? He's very successful. He had something happen in his family. I'm not gonna get into the details, but he's come across a large sum of money years ago. And he just invested in properties, and he's been selling properties, buying and flipping, and he's got a lot of beach homes, he's got a lot of places out here this way, and he just made great investments. And he knows how to move his money around and make money. And I help him with a lot of his projects. Okay, because I'm very good. I used to work for construction, okay? Years ago, I worked for construction. Long time ago, before I even got into teaching in school, and before, that was after the whole government job that I had in Jersey, well, actually in the transition to Jersey. And I'm not going to get into all that stuff because there's some stuff I just don't talk about, like I said, privacy reasons. But I've been an electrical contractor before, worked on houses, wired houses, did a lot of stuff. So I help my friend with a lot of that stuff. And in return, guess what? I get to stay at his places as they get fixed up. And that's a good thing. And he may be there at the time, but I don't go putting them in videos because like there's people here that you never even see in videos because that's a private life for them. They don't need to be on YouTube. They don't want to be on YouTube. So I respect that. They're not going to be on YouTube. I have friends of mine that we go on these adventures with when I have to work out of town, or if I'm helping my friend with his house projects, which he does compensate me for those. And one of the way of compensating is we get to use his beach places free of charge, or a vacation home, whatever he owns. We get to use those accommodations free of charge, okay? And it's been like that. So when you guys see us all these different places, that's why most of that is because of that. Some of it we've rented, short term, like a weekly or bi-weekly. And when we did that, a lot of times I had a friend who was with me and she had her kids or so, and then we'd all rent it together, and then we would do our things sometimes separately or sometimes all together. So we'd split the expenses, so it was doable. But mostly, it's basically my friends lets me use these places, okay? And hopefully I get that house sold that we've been in. But in the meantime, I have family who looks after the house while we're not there. okay? And I have friends that help me out with that as well. So I just want to let you guys know what's happening. So when I'm setting up a GoFundMe campaign to like help fund the YouTube hobby, it's because we need funding to create YouTube content, because creating YouTube content's not free, guys. It's not a free thing. It costs money. The internet costs money, cameras cost money, the editing software costs money. Everything that's involved with YouTube costs money. And the time that you put into creating YouTube videos, that's time that could be used at work, to make more money, to provide for the family, or time to spend with the family. So there's a trade-off. So if I'm gonna have the extra free time to create content more consistently instead of once or twice a year, or maybe every other month or so, then I gotta find that fine balance of free time versus work. So if I'm working 3 jobs right now, which I am, plus doing my web designing, and you got some people say, oh, well, get a job. Like, reality is I work hard to provide for my family, okay? They're not deprived of anything, because all I work for is benefiting them more than anything. So a GoFundMe is for the hobby. It's not to help me provide for them, because I already do that. I'm a responsible single parent, and I take care of my responsibilities, and I give my kids what they need. They are fine. The GoFundMe is for YouTube, because if the GoFundMe doesn't fund enough for YouTube, then I'm working overtime, and I work overtime as a standard. That's my standard, okay, to provide for the family. But I balance that so I have time with my family, so that I'm not like the working man that's never seen by my kids. I balance that time. But having a GoFundMe account and having a campaign and those who are funding that campaign for the YouTube channels, then it allows me to cut back on working overtime so that I can actually have the time to help Brianna with YouTube content, and then I can put content out there on my channel, because time is money. And if Brianna's going to be getting a job because she's looking for a job, plus doing her schoolwork, and then now pursuing college, she's not going to have time to post videos. So right now is a sweet time for Brianna to focus on her education, and getting a job is really basically just to help finance her hobbies. And YouTube is one of them. So if she's working, then she's not going to be able to post YouTube videos like she has been. It may be like once a month, or money, I don't even know how often it would be. So if Brianna had the benefits of GoFundMe going to pay for the expenses of YouTube, it's also paying for her time to where she doesn't have to work that part-time job, so that she can be doing the videos. So you think about that. You're available to do content, or you're working. In my case, I work a lot of hours. I put in a lot at my work, and I work a lot of jobs. So if anybody wants me to post content, then, I'm sure you guys want me to, then as long as I have enough time, I can do it. And like I say, time is money. It's not like I need it from anybody. And the same with Brianna. It's not like she needs it from anybody. But if she doesn't have to work at Starbucks or here and there, then she has that time for YouTube. So she got GoFundMe, and say, like what we have the GoFundMe set for, that'll help Brianna with YouTube creation, and me with that for a while. That'll carry on for a while. So that's why it's happening, because I see a lot of people like really don't want us to stop posting videos, and YouTube has changed over the last 16 months. I think they're constantly changing, because they have this whole family-friendly policy where now they're censoring everything that a lot of content creators are putting out there, and they're getting punished because of things not being exactly within their guidelines. So if you're not following their strict guidelines, then they pretty much censor your content. And when they do that, it feels like they're just stripping us of our creativity to be able to just freely express ourselves and be creative and have fun with it. Because then now it's like they put these walls up, which I don't even want to get into the walls right now, but they put these walls up to where you can't be yourself and express yourself without any consequences from YouTube, as far as like possibly deleting a video, or they flag them as not family friendly, and they have this whole quote unquote advertiser friendly policy, which means that if it's not within the guidelines of advertisers, because you say something, or the title of your video or whatever is just not within their guidelines, they will not promote that video. That video will not get out there. You guys won't find it. YouTube is supported by advertising, the revenue from sponsors and all that. So when you have a video that does not comply with their advertiser policies, then YouTube is not going to benefit. So they're not going to promote the video. So you guys don't get to see it. The channel just doesn't push out videos, and that's just one of the setbacks. And YouTube is always was able to find a way to compensate us for our time and efforts to put into YouTube content. And now that YouTube has kind of changed a lot of that, there's not enough compensation to balance it out to where the cost of running YouTube and all that is exceeding what YouTube is giving back. And so that's why GoFundMe is like an alternative. And basically it was a super chat alternative because it was like YouTube decided now to make it harder for those who are willing to help with creators through super chats, because now they want to know everything about the person to the point where they feel uncomfortable giving out too much information just to send a super chat. And a lot of them are just limiting how much you can send, and they're just taking big chunks out of it. So a lot of YouTube creators are turning to other crowdfunding options to support their channels, and that's where I'm going with this. So when you see a GoFundMe, that's what it is. It's to help find a happy balance between work, family time, and creating YouTube videos. And you know, the internet's not cheap. Cameras are not cheap. Editing software is not cheap. Getting overages on your internet when you're uploading, because YouTube keeps like saying, hey, this video is not appropriate for all the viewers and all that, and you got to keep re-uploading. That's using up your bandwidth, and it takes time. So it's using up your free time. So I'm only just trying to balance it out so that I can be able to help you guys be entertained. So the GoFundMe is there to help entertain you guys, provide us another opportunity to fund YouTube content creation and make it possible. Because like I said, time is money. I'm either going to be posting videos, Brianna's either going to be posting videos, but if we're all working extra overtime on jobs in addition to what we're working now, there's not gonna be no free time for YouTube. Like if Brianna's working a job and then doing school and everything, she's not gonna have time for that. And if I'm putting more hours into work, how many jobs am I gonna have? Think about it. There's not gonna be time. Who's gonna post videos? Somebody's gotta. But who? You know what I mean? And I don't want to deprive anybody of the content, because you guys are amazing and it's fun. And when I go places, like walking to the pools and stuff, or walking anywhere, to supermarkets, and seeing you guys, it's like an amazing experience. It really just makes my day to see that we're making your day, and that's a motivation to continue. It's not like I have to. It's like I'm either in or I'm out. It's like it's kind of hard. It's like it's pulling me in one direction and I'm being pulled in another direction. Like part of me just wants to walk away, delete all the channels, and just move on and forget that YouTube exists. But I don't want to forget that you guys exist. I don't want to forget about my fans. And a part of me wants to just go on hope and say maybe YouTube will change and things will get better, and then we don't have to put so much time and effort into creating videos, and we can be able to have the same results that we had in the past, where we would put in a lot of time and effort, but not like so much time that we have to do things over and over and over just to be acceptable by YouTube's policies. So that's where we are right now. YouTube has really been just so tight on everybody, and it's like it's trial and error to the point where how many times can you try before you say, you know what, I'm done. I'm not even gonna upload this again, because they keep doing this to me. So they're doing this to me, they're doing this to Brianna, they're doing it to everybody. We're not the only people that are going through this. So if you look on YouTube, you got other YouTube creators out there that are just going through the same thing. A lot of people moving over to other platforms. They got, a lot of gamers are using Twitch. They don't even want to game on YouTube anymore, because YouTube's like this, all the videos are like not appropriate because the game's too violent or whatever. But a lot of people are just moving over to their own platforms, creating their own video streaming platforms and all that stuff, and just saying goodbye to YouTube. And I'm starting to enjoy other platforms. And when I hear the word YouTube lately, it's like it automatically raises my blood pressure. But it's not like because you guys raise my blood pressure. You guys make me happy. I love you guys. It's the way YouTube is doing everybody. It's just not fair for a lot of people. So the whole GoFundMe, that's what it's about. So I know some of you guys say, hey, it's for people who have cancer, this and that. I understand, but it's not an obligation. Nobody has to donate to the GoFundMe. It's at their will. It's if they want to. It's only to contribute to YouTube creation, the content creation. And like I said, only the adults, 18 or older, are the people that should be donating to the GoFundMe. Not kids. We're not asking kids to support the channel. It's those who are old enough, parents, legal guardians, whatever. Those are the ones that have the option. And Super Chat's still an option, but like I said, Super Chat, they're just limiting a lot of things, just like YouTube itself. It's just limiting everything. So figured I'd say that so you guys have an understanding of what's going on. Like I said, when you see these places, don't think that I own all these places. That's not the case. Like I said, you rent places. Sometimes you split the cost with people, and sometimes you just have people that are generous enough to let you stay without even charging you money. So we don't have to put all that out there anyway. All right, guys. So beyond here, it's going to be more about our privacy, kind of more into detail about our privacy. So I'm going to go inside. As you notice, I'm so careful not to show certain things when recording because of the, protecting privacy. So yeah, let me continue with that, and you guys will understand more. Alright guys, I want to clarify a little bit more in detail about our whole family dynamics, our privacy, how it affects the content you see. And I know what I said is a pretty lengthy thing, but I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? You deserve to know a little bit more. And I was hesitant to tell you more stuff because it's like the less people know, the more privacy we have. But I feel like that I can say this and we're fine when it comes to our privacy. And it kind of helps you guys understand more so you can relate to the content that I put on my channel and the content that Brianna puts on her channel, so you understand where we're coming from, so you know my intentions and what I, basically go through as a single parent. And it's the living situation. And like I said, this place here, right? Why are we here? Did we move? Is this the place we moved into? Do I need to put it out there on YouTube? Do I need to say where I live? I'm not obligated to say, hey, we moved here, this is where we are, and show everything, and go walk around the neighborhood and say, hey, look, my new place. If you see us walking around the neighborhood in front of a place, obviously it's not where we're living, because why would I do that? I'm not that, I'm not that crazy. I'm not losing my mind, you know what I'm saying? I haven't lost my mind yet. But if it's a place that we're temporarily renting out, and what I'm saying that is, maybe it's a business rental. Maybe it's because I have some work out this way. I worked in construction. I was an electrical contractor. I've seen it all. Learned a lot. I see people coming on the job site taking pictures for websites, and I thought about, wow, that's not a bad idea. I love doing web design. I've been doing it for years. I said, why not do that? But this is something I've been doing for a long time. But I've been keeping it in a different geological area where business isn't really as good as it is in this area. And decided to kind of reach out. So, well, out this way, because you saw us vlogging, and I was staying in one of my friend's condos, because everybody thinks that we have all these condos, all these houses, when I only have one place that I can call my own, really, and that's it. But everybody just gets so confused. But the thing is, it's rental units. Sometimes I'm renting them, like I said, with a good friend of mine who also has kids. And sometimes, if I'm not, it's because I'm having accommodations provided by a good friend. I don't know. I feel like I already said that. So let's just move forward. This here is a rental because of business, okay? I have a 1-month contract. I don't need to get into details. I didn't even have to say this, okay? This is a 1-month contract, so the company has a certain amount that they will put aside a day for accommodations. So they're putting that to cover this for a whole month, okay? So I'm working and it's close by here, and that's the whole reason that we're out this way. Other than that, like I said, we could be 150 miles away from here having a rental house near Jacksonville, Florida, or maybe 150 miles out towards Fort Myers, Florida. But do you think I'm going to say where that is? Do you think I'm going to record and talk about our new place in Florida? Like I said, we're near the house, but am I going to show the house? Not outside. So if you see some familiar neighborhoods, like, because we're probably in a condo, right, near a rental place, maybe in a vacation resort that offers monthly rentals, and courtesy of the construction company that I'm currently working with to do web designing, then my friend who's generous enough to let me use his accommodations because I help him with kids or help him with projects that he's working on, flipping places, flipping homes and selling them, renting them out, beach houses, condos, what have you. Those are opportunities that we can be able to do things, and it doesn't cost the family anything, except for I work. I work for that. I work for that because I'm putting my labor into that. It's a labor of love, guys. It really is. So a lot of this is business. I'm out here because of business. That's why we can walk in the neighborhood and record, because it's not like we live here. So like I said, maybe when we we're talking about moving to Florida, it could be 150 miles north near Jacksonville or 150 miles south near Fort Myers. But I'm not speaking. I'm not saying. You think I need to? I don't have to say it, guys. I don't. I don't have to tell everybody where we live. Because that's like, why would you want to tell people where you live? Like, with all the creeps out in the world and just the way that it is today, especially if you have kids in your house and you have a young teenager. Why? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we could record around here. But you don't see us recording at any other house. And so what if I have like a 4-bedroom rental? Maybe I have a rent to own that's in Florida. It's about a 2-hour drive from here. I'm not going to say. I don't feel like I'm obligated to say that. And I love all of you guys, but there could be, people that don't have the best of intentions. And maybe some people don't understand, oh, look, you guys may be fans and want to come visit and stuff, but fans shouldn't be knocking on people's doors and stuff. It's like, it's not right. So, if fans want to meet us, we could set up that and meet somewhere at a public place and do that. But, we've had fans knocking on our doors and stuff in the past, and it's one of the reasons why we had to just kind of move away. And, Brianna likes where we were, up north better, and she doesn't really care for North Myrtle Beach. She got tired of it. It's just like, I don't know, she just doesn't like it anymore. And Florida, I was like, she likes Florida, but she likes it better than Myrtle Beach, but she really likes up north better. But I have to meet in the middle somewhere, guys. It's like I have to meet somewhere in the middle. I'm the parent raising my kids. I'm gonna do what's best for them. And also having one child in the house that's under 13, who also goes back and forth between homes. And I don't put that out there on YouTube, but that's a situation. So there's a child that you don't see half the time, but I don't even let this child in videos anymore anyway, because I just want to protect all their privacy. So there's a child that's here sometimes and sometimes not. And Brianna does her homeschooling, but not everyone is doing homeschooling. There was a little time where it was a suggested idea, but that's a whole other thing. And I don't need to get into all of that. But some of my friends who have grandkids are homeschooled, and I help with that, and they're here and they do that stuff. But why should I tell the whole world everything that goes on? Because we don't need to drag everybody into this. Like I said, I have friends that have kids that also are friends of my kids, and the kids play together. So there's just a lot of things that I don't put on YouTube. I have adult friends that are women that have children that I've cared for since they were little, and now they're teenagers. And I have another adult friend who has teenagers, I'm saying, and they go places with us and split the cost. And if not, it's with courtesy of my good friend who I do a lot of things for, and I've known him for over 20 years, and he has grandkids that I've known since they were born. Okay, so there's just a lot that's going on in our lives that you guys don't know, because the word privacy means a lot to us, and I know it leaves a lot of confusion to you guys. And like the whole foster care thing, I don't need to get into too much detail of that either, because foster care is never permanent. When you foster care a child, they can be taken out of your life anytime because the situation changes, and I've been through that on several occasions. But I don't put that on YouTube because I don't feel like it needs to be put out there. You know what I mean? I got a lot going on in my life, and I'm doing the best I can to raise my kids, and they get to enjoy the things that I provide for them. And that's the biggest thing, just family. My kids mean the world to me, and their happiness means a lot to me. And there's just a lot going on in their lives that you guys don't know about, which means counseling and going to probably a therapist. And there's a lot of things that's in the process of happening that you guys know nothing about because we don't put it out there. So we don't have this perfect life that people kind of feel like we have. We try to be positive and share like all the positive things out there. And just having this level of privacy really causes us to hold back a lot of things, so you guys only see what we want you to see. And so you might get the impression that we own all these places and everything, but like I said, I try not to drag my friends into this stuff. Try not to drag their business into it. And I feel like I didn't need to explain anything to say, hey, this is, I can't afford this. I cannot afford to be here. So, this is not mine. It's like I didn't really feel like I needed to explain anything. So we record a lot of places and people just automatically assume, hey, what did you just buy another condo, another house? Or what's going on? And no, I got one place which the taxes are ridiculously high. They could barely afford to keep it. And so I feel like if I could spend less on house payments and just keeping up with that, then the kids could have more things to do. I mean, they're not deprived of anything at all because I do provide for them very well because I'm a very hard worker. And like I said, I do a lot for my kids. And I will never let anything stop me from doing what I can to make sure they get what they need in life. And I feel like having too much of a house, especially when my kids getting older, I don't need much of a house for myself when they all grow up and move out. So I'm looking out for my future as well. So when they're all grown up and moved out, I need to have something that's not going to be too big. I don't want to be in that place that's going to be so empty and then I feel like I'm so lost in a house. So, I'm getting older and my kids are getting older and reality is coming, it's like it's happening. So I got to look out now. And whatever it is, I want to make sure I'm around my kids. I don't want to move too far out somewhere where we can't be together. Because right now my oldest daughter, she's like way up north, so it's hard. So I want to be able to have her with us. So she's going to probably visit us and fly over here and then go back. And then we're going to go visit and go back and forth. Because, family's the most important thing. But I just thought I'd say that all. I got to go.